Hi, welcome to another edition of the Alan Rosenberg Show. So I've never done a video like this, and the reason why I'm doing it is I need help. I'm feeling overwhelmed. It's not pleasant. And what I'm talking about is my backlog. And this is my backlog. So when I started really officially collecting music back in 1973, when I was 10 years old, and I used to type out on paper, and I showed it to you. I still have the original typewritten database, and then I converted it to computer. When I first started, my goal was never to have the biggest collection. It was to have a collection that I knew inside and out and loved. And that's still my goal. And it's still something that I subscribe to. So as of right this second, my database, my archives, has 5,068 albums. It is a lot, but I know every one of those 5,068 albums. When I first started collecting music in the early 70s, mid 70s, the whole year, maybe I would buy 25 albums, 30 albums, maybe 40 or 50 was a lot. It was relatively easy to know every note on every album. It was wonderful. As I got older, and what we're in now, what I call the golden age of buying CDs because they're so damn cheap, there's so much to buy, I just can't keep up, and it's not pleasant. I never had a backlog until probably like 4 years ago. It was my son's influence. He said, because he's got a huge backlog, he don't care. He buys and buys, he'll get to it eventually. And he was like, Dad, you can't pass this stuff up. Eventually you'll get to it. So he was right. I would kick myself in the butt if I didn't buy them because they're so cheap. But now I'm overwhelmed, and I need your help because it's not a fun experience. So this video, I'm going to show you my backlog. And this is like 300 albums, but I'll try to blaze through it fast. I need your help. What should I listen to? Maybe some of this stuff I should just discard because maybe I'll never get to it. Give you an idea of some numbers. So far this year, I have officially, and official means I've heard the albums multiple times, put them in my computer and in the database. I've bought hundreds and hundreds of albums this year, but officially so far I've bought 137 albums this year as of today. They're in the database, they're in the computer on the shelves. Last year I bought 143 albums, officially made it into the database, heard them multiple times, etc. 2021 was 184 albums. So it's a huge volume that I get that I listen to over and over again and put them in there. So this is the backlog for the last few years, including this year, that I haven't gotten to. Let's start with box sets. Now this is a box set I was so excited to get, Caravan. It's amazing. I did an unboxing. There's like, I don't remember, 30, 40, 50 out CDs and DVDs in this box, and I haven't gotten into it yet, but I'm thrilled to have it. This is, I'm going to do soon. This is Guns N' Roses' Appetite for Destruction Super Deluxe box set. Haven't even opened it. Still sealed. I only bought this one because it was $10. This is Garth Brooks' original album series, original analog legacy box. How could I pass this up for $10? This is vinyl albums and the CDs with bonus tracks. And I have all these albums already on CD, but look at this thing. It's still sealed. I forgot about this one. I think I bought this 5 years ago. Status Quo, Rockers Rollin'. This is a British import 4 CD box set. Not even opened. This one I got this year, Nirvana, their box set. Velvet Underground, After Lou Reed. This is really cool. Japanese import called Vinyl. This is live stuff from the Doug Yule years. Really interested in this. Still sealed. I only bought this because it was really cheap. Diana Ross, Musical Memories, 4 CD box set. I think I got this 3 or 4 years ago. This is one of the most beautiful box sets I've ever seen. RT, The Life and Music of Richard Thompson. This is a 5 CD box set with a book that's this thick. Haven't gotten to it yet. Bought this year for like $5. Dewey Brothers, Long Train Coming, 4 CD box set. I bought this recently, the Atlanta Rhythm section, the Polydor years. Really excited to get this. God, when am I going to listen to it? Still sealed, Bob Marley and the Wheel, Bob Marley Songs of Freedom, 4 CD box set. Now I have just about all of Bob Marley's albums. So I've never been in a rush to play the box, but there it is. Creedence Clearwater, I've been listening to this. Oh, yeah, but I haven't. It's just so much stuff. I mean, I have most of their stuff, but this has unreleased stuff, live stuff. Their 6 CD box set, Creedence Clearwater Revival. Let's blaze through some CDs. Some of these will look familiar. Most of the stuff I've been listening to that I've recently bought is the bootlegs because I could blaze through them and they're really fun. This is a Beatles anthology plus bootleg. Elvis Costello, Land of Hope and Anchor, live thing. Seattle, Led Zeppelin, 1977. Brussels Affair, Led Zeppelin from their 1980 tour. Haven't gotten to it. Ocean Color Scene, live. Stones Rio, well, I have the bootleg DVD of this and haven't listened to that yet. Van Halen Us Festival, 83, I haven't listened to that yet. Just bought this one the other day, Genesis, The Lamb. Another Elvis Costello, I just bought this the other day. Remember I did that Torturous Queen series. Well, I never made it to the Miracle. Michael Jackson, I just bought this for the hell of it, The Essential. Hatfield in the North Live. And Weld from Neil Young, Crazy Horse. I'll listen to this soon. I know that one. Bootleg Jeff Beck. Remember the band Sega? I never had any of their stuff. This is a live one. Haven't heard that one yet. Joe Jackson's Beat Crazy. Haven't heard that one yet. This is what I'm currently listening to. The Grateful Dead. Cornell. Great stuff. The Betty Boards. I'm listening to that right now. This is a boot. Bad Company. Little Miss Fortune. The Rhapsody in Pink Floyd bootleg. I recently showed that. Another Time, Another Place. Double live CD from Magenta. Haven't heard that yet. Getting into jazz, and I bought this Bill Evans, Randy Brecker, Soul Bop Band Live. Haven't heard that. A Suede boot. Yeah, somebody gave me this Erotica Madonna. Not the biggest Madonna fan. Who knows if I'll listen to that. Randy Newman's Faust. Got this years ago. Never heard it. This is a cool Billy Joel collection. Never listened to that. A Prince thing. Songs by Prince. Girl 6. A soundtrack. Cool CD. Never heard that. Really cool CD from Wounded Bird, Fandango, and who's in this band? Joe Lynn Turner. Never heard this yet. I bought that years ago. Sandy Danny, I recently showed this one. Paul Simon recently showed this one. Best of John Luke Ponte. Never heard that one. Kenny G, you'll never get a Paul Carrick collection. Never heard that one. More bootlegs. Steve Hackett, Pool 79. The Very Best of Buddy Guy. Haven't gotten to that one. Here's a Jimi Hendrix bootleg. Never heard this one. So much stuff. Never listened to this Elton John one. The One. It's like a really cheap CD. Here's a boot from Nirvana. All acoustically. Never heard that one. A lot of Stevie Ray Vaughan. I'm a big fan. Never heard this double bootleg live in Japan. Let's get out of bootlegs. McKendree Spring. McKendree Spring 3. Never heard this one. Matthews Southern Comfort, a twofer. 2 albums. Matthews Southern Comfort and Second Spring. Let me know. Should I boost this one up? Never heard that. Best of the Commodores. I'll never listen to that. Let's keep going so this thing's not forever. Now, Black Country Communion, I had picked up like most of their albums and been listening to them throughout the year. Remember my rule, if it's new to me, I got to listen to it 5 times. So I finally got through the first one. Here's Black Country Communion 2. I've heard this like once. And Afterglow, heard that one like once. It was pretty good. Ducks Deluxe, a 2 LP on one set. Ducks Deluxe and Taxi to the Terminal Zone. I've been listening to this, but haven't heard it 5 times. John Lennon bootleg of The Alternate Mind Games. Oh, another bootleg. Paul McCartney, Flaming Pies and Leftovers. We'll get away from bootlegs soon, I think. Tedeschi Drux, this is a fairly recent purchase. Everybody's Talking live, haven't heard that. This one is Undercurrent from Jim Hall and Bill Evans. Really mellow piano jazz. I heard that like once or twice. This is a really rare U2 collection from their fan club. Medium rare and remastered 2 CD set. I haven't heard that one. Clannad Greatest Hits. I've been listening to this a lot. I'm loving it. Great one. And Al Stewart, I recently picked this one up. I'm a fan of his, and this is the album Modern Times. Good record. I've heard this like 2 or 3 times already. Let's keep going. Sean McGowan and the Popes, not the Pogues, the Snake. Haven't heard it. John McLaughlin's classic, The Inner Mounting Flame with the Mahavishnu Orchestra. Haven't heard it yet. I got a whole bunch of Manic Street Preachers that I haven't gotten to. I like them, but I got too much stuff from them. This one is Lifeblood. And this one is, the hell's the name of this thing? Know Your Enemy. Haven't heard that one. Postcards from a Young Man. Haven't heard that one. The Holy Bible I have, but then I picked up this huge mega box of it. So I haven't gotten through this one yet. And then there's another one back here. How sweet is this? Look at this one. This is Send Away the Tigers in a box with multiple discs and all kinds of cool things. 2 CDs and a DVD. Got this years ago. Haven't heard it yet. This one is the Phil Manzanera collection. Rare 2 CD collection. Nope. Haven't gotten to it yet. Midnight Oil. I listened to this like once or twice. It was pretty good. This is deluxe edition of their classic Deal and Dust. And this one's got DVD on it. It's pretty good. Heard that. There's a Mogwai album. Rock Action. Haven't heard it. Michael Nesmith and the First National Band. This is Magnetic South and Loose Salute. 2 CDs. 2 albums. Haven't heard it. I'm not a big Ted Nugent fan at all. I have one of his best ofs, but I got this for like $1. Out of Control, 2 CD collection of the best of his stuff. I guess it's good to have. Here's 2 albums by the Ozark Martin Daredevils, Car Over the Lake album, and Men from Earth. Haven't heard it. This is an old one, Fear of a Black Planet from Public Enemy. I have a couple of theirs. Public Image Limited, the greatest hit so far. Don't have heard that yet. I'm a big fan of Pope, but this is really early Pope from 92 to, what is this? 1992 to 1983 countdown? Never heard it. I'm a fan of Chris Rea, and I have not gotten to the Blue Cafe. David Lee Roth picked up his solo album Skyscraper because I never had any of his solo stuff. Joe Satriani's Crystal Planet, never got to. The Best of Soft Machine, I heard it once, I wasn't thrilled. Let's keep going. Semi-orders here. I bought these years ago. Spooky Tooth, and this is beautiful CDs with tons of bonus tracks. Spooky 2. And this one is Lost in My Dreams, an anthology, another 2 CD set. And this one's Spooky 2 with bonus tracks. Which one was this one? This is, It's All About. That's this Spooky Tooth album. Here's another one, The Last Puff. These are beautiful albums on repertoire, right? Yeah, these are all on repertoire with bonus tracks and beautiful booklets. Never got to them. I'm a fan of Status Quo, but have not heard the early album, Picturesque Matchstickable Messages from Status Quo. And this is like a box of it. This is a 2 CD set. Here's another Status Quo, B-Sides and Rarities. Here's another Status Quo, Perfect Remedy. Here's another Status Quo, In the Army Now. Joss Stone, The Soul Sessions, Volume 2. Susan Tedeschi's solo record, Hope and Desire. I have Tedeschi trucks, but not her solo stuff too much. I just showed this the other day, You, Me, Us from Richard Thompson. Tower of Power, Back to Oakland, classic album that never heard. Got it a long time ago, as I got this one, T-Rex, Dandy and the Underworld. These are deluxe editions, 2 CD sets. I have a bunch of Undertones here. I have an Undertones best of that I really like, but here's their debut album with a ton of songs. And then this one is Hypnotized with a ton of songs, bonus tracks. And here's another one, Positive Touch, with more bonus tracks, tons of stuff. Here is Love is the Only Goal, the best of Wendy Waldman. Here's the greatest hits of War with a bonus CD. And here's Neil Young, Chrome Dreams 2. Neil Young, Crazy Horse. I have a ton of Neil Young, but how could you keep up with this guy? Broken Arrow. I bought this years ago, never heard it. Even this one, I like Frank Zappa. I have a bunch of his stuff. I bought Freak Out probably 3-4 years ago. Here it is. Never heard it. Let's keep going. Are you tired yet? Because goddamn, this is crazy, right? Simple Minds Acoustic. Andy Frazier. 2 CDs on one. Andy Frazier Band and In Your Eyes. Nice collection. Haven't heard it. Bunch of Gentle Giant. I've been getting into them over the last couple years. They're a tough listen. I've heard some stuff, put them in the database, but I still got In a Glass House. I still have Live Playing the Fool and Civilian 2 CD set. I still have this beautiful packaging of Octopus and The Power and the Glory and Freehand 35th Anniversary. And this album, weird one, Grapefruit, called Around, with a whole bunch of bonus tracks on Repertoire Records. And The Incredible String Band, The Hangman's Beautiful Daughter, legendary album. So legendary, I haven't heard it yet. Nor this one, Ronnie Lane. And this is called Coochie Rye, the singles, 1973 to 1980. I have a bunch of Gordon Lightfoot, just never got to Gord's Gold Volume 2. I'm a huge fan of Little Feat. And 2 Latter-day ones I have that I've never listened to yet. Shake Me Up, and this is a cool one, Rooster Rag, a Latter-day one. I like the Latter-day Little Feat, but not enough that I heard all their albums. I recently picked this one up. I have one of these already in the database. I have Disciples of Soul, but this is a twofer. I have Men Without Women already. This also has Voice of America from Little Steven. Still Sealed, From the Cradle from Eric Clapton. Jesse Coulter. This is a beautiful collection. 2 CDs with 3 of our albums. Haven't heard it. Lloyd Cole, The Collection, with the Commotions and solo. Miles Davis, Live Evil. Great cover. Legendary record. It's a tough listen. I heard it once. Dr. Feelgood, the complete Stiff Singles recordings. Mark Farner. Signed autograph for the People, one of his latter-day solo records. Supposed to be excellent. Family, the best of Family, a family selection. Nice packaging. Fleet Foxes, a friend of mine told me about them years ago. I picked up this CD, but haven't heard it. I'm a big fan of Dan Fogelberg. Picked this one up for cheap. High Country Snow. Haven't heard it. Let's keep going. We got one of Phil Collins' offshoot bands. This is a bootleg, Brand X, recorded live. This is the John Peel sessions, jazz rock. Bow Wow Wow, I Want Candy, cool CD. Another Bow Wow Wow, the best of Bow Wow Wow. Picked this up because I know Steve Harold really likes them. Gary U.S. Bonds, twofer, 2 CDs, Dedication and On the Line on BGO Records. Blossom Toes. Boy, I must have had this down there for 5 years already. If Only for a Moment, with a bunch of bonus tracks. Collector's Guide to Rare British Birds. That's Ronnie Wood. Beautiful collection. Haven't heard it. I've heard this twice. It's just okay. No Dice from Badfinger. Tori Amos is somebody I never got into, and I picked up this thing, the Tori Amos collection, 2 CD set. She's supposed to be great, but I wouldn't know because I haven't heard it. Who the hell is this? Ambrosia, good band. Japanese album of Life Beyond LA. Japanese CD. Amazing Blondell. This is a twofer. Great stuff, right? I mean, England and Blondell, 2 albums. How much could you listen to? Alias, this is an offshoot of the guys from Heart. Never heard it. And even his classic AC/DC Latter-day album, Black Eyes. Picked this up. Never heard it. Let's talk about vinyl. Well, some of these you've already seen. This is bootlegs, and I love them. I love them on CD, love vinyl boots. And this is Winterland 1978. I'll definitely listen to that, of course. Peter Tosh, I should listen to that. That's an easy one. Joe Jackson, I already have this, but I bought it as a cool vinyl. Graham Parker, Local Girls. The Boots I love listening to. I've been listening to a ton. Here's Elvis Costello and the Attraction. I've been listening to a ton of the bootlegs CDs. Here's Neil Young. I'll definitely listen to these. No help on these guys. All of these are going to be listened to. Now, let's keep going. Here's another one. Fanny. I watched a documentary of them. It was really interesting. A lot of people on my channel, or a couple of people, said you got to check out Fanny. So here's one of their vinyl albums, and I haven't heard it yet. Really nice, though. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. That's a local Long Island band, Freelance Vandals. I found this. Here's a Beauty Gypsy in the Garden. Gatefold, really cool. I haven't heard it. Here's the Incredible String Band. I have it not only on CD, and I have it on vinyl. I haven't heard them either way. Now, poor Kosef, why is this here? I've heard this album like 3 or 4 times. I guess I just never put it in the database. Haven't heard it 5. I'm such a nut job. I got to listen to this and put it in. Mandrill, I don't know. Great cover. Never heard it. This is a legendary McDonald and Giles album. Really cool cover. It's supposed to be great. I'm sure it is, but I haven't heard it. It'll shine when it shines. Ozark Mountain Daredevils on vinyl. And Rastus Demon. I don't know. I haven't heard it. I heard this one once. This was great. Black Oak, Arkansas. Raunch and Roll Live. They're fun, even though he's probably the worst vocalist of all time. Talk about a voice. Humble Pie Thunderbox. I had to get it just for the cover. But I haven't heard it yet. Star Castle, Citadel. This is so cool. It follows a great movie. I'm a huge horror movie guy, and this is a soundtrack on vinyl. Great movie. I'm sure it's a good soundtrack, but I haven't heard it. Commander Cody. Lost in the Ozone. Vinyl. 38 Special. Vinyl. Alice Cooper. Dada. Forgot about this one. Haven't heard it. American Flyer. Cool band. Features Doug Yule from the Velvet Underground. Sure it's cool, but I haven't heard it. Raising Hell from the Elvin Bishop Band on vinyl. Oh, more Jessie Coulter. I actually have like 1 or 2 of her albums ready. She's really good. This is an album that I must have downstairs for I don't know how many years, and I'm too scared to listen to it. Let me know. You guys know Blood on the Snow from Coven? They were actually a real devil-worshipping band. Not playing any kind of judgment. I've spent my whole life watching horror movies, and they spook me, so I haven't heard it. Now, some guy on the channel told me you got to get David Werner, so like I went to the record show and I picked it up. And he said it's supposed to be amazing. And everybody says this album's amazing. Everybody but me, because I haven't heard it. I just recently picked up a bunch of Olivia. I love her. What can I say? I'll get to you, Olivia. I'll get to you. Before I'm dead, hopefully. Tanya Tucker. I just picked this up. This is a famous album and great cover. If I ever do a sexiest album cover, you'll be there. Oh, you'll be there on this one. Black Oak, Arkansas, X-rated. Oof, what a cover. Don't know if it's good, though, because I haven't heard it. Promo from Jeff Beck. I just showed this recently. Promo from Eric Clapton. I should play that. That's an easy one. Grinder Switch. I'm a big fan. Such a big fan. I haven't heard this album yet, but I only picked it up not that long ago. And last but not least, Horselips, a band that I am dying to get into. And I haven't yet, but I really want to. 4 vinyl albums, because people have told me about them. The Man Who Built America, that's a great song. I remember hearing that on the radio when it came out. And then this one, Dance Hall Sweetheart, supposed to be great. And then Horselips, The Belfast Gigs, beautiful cover. I love that. And somebody told me to get this one, so I went out and picked it up. Celtic Symphony, The Book of Invasions. Supposed to be great. I wouldn't know. Haven't heard it. Oh, God, I'm exhausted. I don't know what I showed you. Probably close to 300 albums, right? Gotta be. And I haven't heard these enough to make them in the database. Help me. Do you have this problem? Am I the only one like this who keeps buying and buying but not getting to them, but hates it? Because it's not, to me, about just collecting. It's about knowing the stuff, getting it in the database, getting it on the shelves, and I can't do that because I'm a nut job with musical OCD until I hear them enough where I really know them. And now it's created a situation like this. So let me know your thoughts. Help me. It's affecting my mental stability. And if you saw stuff on here that said, put it up there. Get it on that shelf up there that you see when I do my normal videos. There's some CDs up there. That's my current playlist. Let me know. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting this guy who's having mental issues over this backlog. Hope you enjoyed this video. I do appreciate your support. And if you don't hit subscribe, do that. That would be cool. Hope you're having a good weekend. This lousy, rainy weekend is a perfect day for me to mope over my bad database here. All right, I'm going to go back, check out some more Grateful Dead, because this will be in the catalog soon. Have a great day. Thanks a lot for your support.